Good morning and welcome to Get Enlightened with me, Lauren Scott. Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2025. The year of 9. The year that we are ready to step forward, own our full power, and be who we're supposed to be with love, light, peace, and prosperity. At least that's what I like to believe in the numerology world. I hope everybody had such a great New Year and Christmas with their family and the ones that they loved the most. We were so honored and excited to go to the mountains and get some family time. We skied, the kids snowboarded, we played in the snow, we went side-by-side riding all over the beautiful countryside of New Mexico. It was such a wonderful time with me and my family, and I was so happy to get off the grid and just embrace and reflect on the things that have manifested for us the last year. We got a new house. It has been completed. We had a good harvest this year with my first big gardens. My kiddo's doing great in school. My husband's doing great with his business. The podcast has been incredible. We just had so much to be so grateful for, and we are so excited for 2025. With that being said, me and my family don't really do resolutions. I think I've talked about that on here before. We do words. And so this year, the word for me is a word that means to me and myself, of being present in every moment. I want to be present in every moment. I'd heard this thing with Bashar talking about how when you're present, time actually slows down. And I feel that that's really true. I notice when I'm present in every moment of what I'm doing, the time either goes really, really fast or slows down. And so I've just been not so worried about being time per se, but just being present in every moment with my family, when I'm doing readings, when I'm helping clients. I'm just 100% present in that moment. That is my goal and my word for 2025. I know a lot of us do New Year's resolutions. That's something that we don't really do in my family. Because during the New Year, during this time, we kind of go through we honor the seasons, and the season right now with the winter time is all about rest and reflecting. And so instead of setting a goal for you, if it resonates more, rest and reflect. Use the energy of the season to rest and reflect on all the things that happened in the last year. And then when the springtime comes around, I like to set those goals of what I want to see happen and use the energy of that season of blooming and planting those seeds and bringing them to the end and watching them grow. So if that resonates with you, I ask you to try that this year. Instead of putting so much force on, this is what I have to do, I need to lose weight, I need to get better, I need to rest and reflect on what worked and what didn't, and then move into planting the seeds of 2025 and what you want to do. So I'm just going to let you know a few things that I do in my morning time when I am resting and reflecting. I like to journal. And we have just gotten back from our trip. It's fixing to snow out here. We're fixing to have a snow apocalypse in Texas. We have this Arctic cold front coming through. And I brought out I found my box of old journals. Old journals way before I even started the yoga studio. Like while I was up at the cabin manifesting the studio before it was even a thing to the public or anybody that I knew. And it was so wild to me to see what all I had manifested, the new house, the studio, everything that I had manifested in the last 6 years in my journals has come to full circle fruition. So I'm so excited. I think it gave me a little pep of getting back into my journaling practice. And I was talking to my friend Gabrielle, beautiful Gabrielle, and we were talking about journaling, and she's like, I really need to start journaling, because I had called her and I was like, oh my God, I found these journals from 2017, 2015 of like things that I wanted at that time. And it's crazy because by 2018, 2019, all of those things had happened. So sometimes you don't see those manifestations immediately. And that's why I think journaling is so good, because you get to, it's kind of like it puts a little pep in your step, because you get to see, it helps with that reflection process. When you journal, you can look back and see what the changes are, what happened, what didn't happen, what you were manifesting or what you were wanting, and how it happened. That's the coolest part. And it has really helped me with my book on transferring what had happened, what I put out there, and how it really happened, the good, the bad, the in between. It's just been helping me a lot. So I wanted to share that little tidbit, that maybe that could be one of your goals for this year, if you're not a journaler, to sit down and journal. I like to free write, and I remember when somebody was telling me to free write years ago, I thought, this person is crazy. There's no way that I'm going to sit down and let the spirit just get out of my way and just write. Y'all, it has made such a big difference in writing these books. Like, I am busting them out right and left, these chapters, these books. It has really, really helped me. So journaling is a huge, huge thing. And I know we hear it from advisors all the time. Journal, 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 journal. And if you're like me, you're like, I don't really want to journal. But I'm here to tell you that now, looking back on my past journals and seeing the manifestations that have come from it and how it's happened and how it's put out, I have no doubt in my mind that journaling has helped my life 105%. I don't think that I put the energy into thinking that if I put it on the ground, there's that 3-6-9 method. You write it so many times. I've never really done that. I just kind of wrote my thoughts, my affirmations, and my goals. I like to call them goals. And so whatever works or resonates best for you, do that. And I just wanted to share that little tidbit with y'all, because it's really exciting when you see things that have been working when you didn't even know that they were working. So if you have journaled before, look back into those past journals, because during this reflection period, that's going to help you see, and it gives you a boost. And if you haven't journaled before, get a journal, go to the 5 and below, pick up one, and start journaling any way that best fits you, even down to like what I was drawing. I drew the back 3 years ago. I drew what I have now in my backyard for my gardens. Insane, right? I had no idea that like this house was even in my thought process at that point. So that just shows you how much that when you really want something and you put it out there, it comes back to you. So I hope this practice helps you moving forward. Now let's talk about the podcast for 2025, because I'm so very, very, very excited. My great friend Jojo will be on. He's my big interview for, I'm probably going to release it the last of the month. We did it last night. It is a great story. He talks about an angel experience. He talks about getting famous at the age of 19 off of Vine before anybody knew what streaming or anything like that was. It's just such a great story of love and sticking with it. I really, really hope that y'all tune in for that. Then I have, of course, Porch Time with Paige, because it's just so much fun. And we did not do Dr. Heather Buckley's question and answer because I ran out of time before I went to the mountains and went completely off grid. So we will be catching up between January and February with that one. So start looking out for my socials and start asking those questions that you want us to ask Spirit to bring forth for you in any particular way. Then we go into, I will have friends on here that are business entrepreneurs, women and men that have made an impact in my life in some form or fashion. This is going to be the year. This is our year. This is the year of those of us that have worked our asses off. You will see it pay off. So just know that 2025, the year of 9, is the year of goodness in all forms or fashion. It's releasing anything that's old and stepping fully into our power of love and light and humanitarian. At least this is my hope. but the numerology of it states it. So, thank you guys again for listening to another year of Get Enlightened with Lauren Scott, and welcome to 2025. And I am so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited to bring forth this incredible year of 9 of podcast awesomeness. So again, thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to me with Get Enlightened with me, Lauren Scott. Have a great day, a great week, and we'll see you next week on Porch Time for Paige.